We're here at the Bristol Hi-Fi Show. I'm joined by a man who is known for building motorbikes, building guitars, and just an all-round fantastic engineer, and something to do with turntables. Is that right?
I've built motorbikes and I still build guitars. And I'm currently working with violin makers to see if we can improve violins.
Sorry, you're going to take an instrument that's been known for hundreds of years and you're going to make it better?
Precisely why. If something's been made for 100 years, there's no way that it can't be made better now. But there is so much conservatism within the music industry, as well as many other industries as well. And that's just an area that's somehow I've got involved in recently via a charity and all sorts of stuff. You know?
Well, that beautifully leads me on to what we're here today to talk about, which is turntables, something that people would say have been done time and time again, over and over. But much like violins, much like guitars and motorbikes, you take them apart and you start all over again, don't you?
Yes, I mean, our company can be described as skeptical or cynical.
A load of old grumpy gits.
Maybe, yeah, and a lot of young ones as well. But I think we've always questioned narratives and mythology. And if you're a real engineer, and many of us are real grounds, sometimes we have non-qualified engineers, but people who've grown up with their dads making and building things, have got a natural ability to understand what's right and wrong. And something Phil has pointed out, that in the science world, everything is proposed theories. But engineers actually have to make things work. They have to make planes fly, boats build. So even though there's room for variations and theories within engineering, you actually have to get into the real world and make something work at the end of the day.
Well, something that I've always felt about music is we're dealing with complete and utter imperfections. Music is about imperfections, and nothing will ever be perfect. And I've seen you do interviews in the past, and I see your heart break into a million pieces when they say to you, do you think this is be perfect? We're never going to be perfect. Perfection. David Bowie wasn't perfect. You know.
Well, molecules are not perfect. So.
100%. So, we're never going to be perfect, but you're doing a damn good job of it at Rega.
No, we're not even searching perfection. What we try and look at is what is wrong, what materials can we use, what processes can we use to get closer to what might be the ideal objective. Yeah, but perfection is just silly.
Of course it is. It's non-achievable. So, obviously, the most exciting product today. What are we talking about today?
Well, we've come out of lockdown where we had to stall the manufacture of everything we'd been working on. And we have a design team of about 11 people. And prior to lockdown, we'd had at least 5 products nearing completion. And we had to just dump them all in order to make more. The design engineers were literally going into kitchen shops and buying kitchen units and worktops, everything we could get hold of. We were pulling apart toilets and small spaces. For instance, we had a room with computers in. We used half of it with a workbench where people could make turntables.
Like mad scientists.
Yeah, and we had to nearly double. I think we grew our turnover at nearly 70% in the 2 years. And now we're not back to normal, but we've been able now to get back into the redesign of all the products. So first of all, we've got the turntable that we've been the Naia, which we've been wanting to produce for years. And like all real engineering, it's not produced to a marketing brief. It's when can we get these products in the way we want? Who can make them? Right at the moment, it's still stalled a little because the platters are being made in Germany. And as you know, Germany's got huge energy problems, and ceramics need massive amounts of energy to do the firing. I think we've got 40 at the moment. But our orders will be something like 50 a month. And we've placed that sort of order on the company, and they're giving us 5 at a time.
And we're going to see that in release in autumn this year, I believe?
We're hoping. It could even be, if we get platters through, it would be May. So
You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. But obviously the Naia is the big news. But stylistically, we've got the Planner 6 and the Planner 8 and 10 are now available in white.
yeah, when we launched the Planner 8, 10, 6, they were so successful that we just couldn't afford to start producing 2 or 3 different colours because we couldn't make enough in black. Now it's how many years on? 10 years on nearly. Things have settled down, we've grown the company, and everything's running much more smoothly, and we've just got the opportunity to do some nice little things that we want to. Give people the option of colours.
They're great looking. The Planner 10 in particular in white, I think looks well, it looks a bit like a stormtrooper actually.
It is. It's lovely, isn't it? Yeah.
No, it's great. Well, Roy, thank you so much for chatting with me. Hope we have a great show, and I can't wait to hear the Naia. Thanks very much.
Thanks
Take
a lot.
care.
Cheers. Bye.